Hello. What? Oh, what am I doing here? Oh, yeah, I'm harvesting some wild berries. Huh? What? Oh, you don't see any berries? Yeah, it's right behind me. Those are wild berries. That's called staghorn sumac. Yeah. Um, they're a fruit that tastes like a cross between lemon and vinegar. So that kind of fruit, you can dry it up and use it as spices for your fish, your chicken, your beef, veal, whatever. It's perfect with fish. It's a match made in heaven. You can also boil it, drink it hot or cold, with or without sugar to your liking. What else should you know about staghorn sumac? Yeah, well, one thing, they are free, yo. Yeah. So why is it more people are getting them? It is because most people don't know about them, and us human beings, our biggest problem, I mean, thus far, our lack of knowledge have caused us all kinds of problems. So what you're looking at, yeah, that's really a fruit. Yeah, those are wild berries. So that's why I'm able to get some. Yeah, you can be very creative with it. You can, once you dry them up and put them in a sealed container, you can have it as spices all year round. You can sprinkle it on ice cream, on fish. This is so beautiful, guys, and I can tell you that in the Middle East, that fruit here, the staghorn sumac, is very popular. They have that paste of they mix it up with, once they dry it up, they mix it up with some olive oil, and they have it with pita bread. I'm not Arabic, but Arabic people would tell me it's just the name, but I've had that before. It's green because once you dry it up, and you mix all that stuff with the oil, with the olive oil that's already green. It's like green, but it's vinegar kind of things, but it tastes good. So this is the plan. I'm gonna get as many as I can. Okay, so I have 2 bags with me, and once that I get home, I'm gonna peel them off and oven bake them, and yeah, I'm gonna try to fill up a container for my personal seasoning. You don't trust it? Why? It looks weird? Yeah, I know. It does look weird, but if you take a closer look, you can see they are berries, So the technique, once you dry them, once you oven bake them, you're gonna have to use a strainer and get the powder of it. The seed, if you don't want it, then you throw away the seeds, Stuff like that, it's full of antioxidant and other natural vitamins. So yeah, I have this knife here with me. So I am guessing you can just break them like this. Okay, so you know what? I'm not even gonna need a knife. Okay, so this is it, guys. It is rather colorful and beautiful. Yeah, on ice cream, this would be perfect. The best time to harvest sumac is in the mid-July. We're in July, maybe not mid-July, but You can see it's right there. They are not water friendly because they tend to lose their acidity, and that's what makes it nice and funky. So I'm gonna start collecting them, guys. Yeah, I could wait, but yeah, it's fairly ripe. Yeah, so let's rock and roll. No knife needed. So guys, this is closer to not cider, but you know, it's, you know, you can actually look. That's why they want you to harvest this in mid July. But you know, I'm gonna go with that because anyways I have to oven bake them. Look. Yeah, I have to oven bake them anyways. Yeah, that's so pretty. Yeah. So now that you guys know about the story, look, you can see the berries. They're beautiful. Yeah. So let's get to work and start filling up. Yeah, it's juicy. Look. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, and of course when I get home I have to oven bake them. I have to make sure that, you know, like I get all the grains, put all the grains in a tray, and then bake them to for about 10 minutes, and then that's it. With a strainer I get all the pasta, all the look, that's beautiful. The natives here, they know about it. It's just, I want to share something with you guys. The problem with people living in a wealthy country, they tend to look down on stuff. They don't care about stuff anymore, and people are going for minimum knowledge. You know, they just you know, they look down on stuff and don't care. But that's why I'm able to get this many free. Yeah, many things, many type of fishes. People would just look down on them as if, oh no, that fish is not eatable, but it is. This is eatable. It's looking good. It's coming good. Ah, look. To thank such fruits. Yeah, it's ripe. It's ripe, man. Yeah, this is ripe. Yeah. To thank such fruit is free, but no one knows about it. How about that? You know what, guys? To what can sumac be compared to? Why is it still available this much? Well, sumac can be compared to a microwave. A microwave? Why a microwave? Well, as you know, microwaves have been around for about, what, 30 years now, at least. But sometimes when you have visit and for whatever the reason you have to leave, and you leave them in your house for a couple of hours, and now you all of a sudden get a call that they are calling you about the microwave because they don't know how to use it. And we're in 2021. How many of you still have friends or relatives or places that you go to and people have no clue how to use a microwave? So that's the exact same thing with for sumac. Most people have no clue that it's edible. Yeah, people doesn't know. It looks foreign. I mean, this doesn't look foreign to a native, but you know, to most people, yeah, this is foreign. Yeah, to most people, they don't have a clue about what I am doing. Yeah, and what's fun with staghorn sumac is that the tree is not that high that I don't even need a ladder, you know. So look, that's the tree. That's a small tree. So harvesting that is so much fun. Yeah, you don't need nothing special to do this, you know. And it's rather soft. Yeah, look. Yeah, this is a well-kept secret. I can tell you this much. Yeah, you know. And it's free. It doesn't need no maintenance, you know. It's minimum maintenance. Of course, people who are staying away of stuff that they don't know about, I find that okay, because there are poisonous sumac as well. Okay? So, did I scare you? Am I making you feel less comfortable? Are you worried now or ever? The poisonous sumac, they have green berries. The berries are not red, they are green. And when they're ripe, they're either green or yellow. You know, this one is ripe, but the poisonous one, when it's ripe, it turns yellow. Okay? Yeah. So that's how you can tell the difference. And leaves are way bigger. And a poisonous sumac tree is way taller than this one here. I can tell you this much. Yeah. You know, we're talking about like 20 feet and up. Okay? Yeah. And the berries don't look like this one at all. This is such a great finding in terms of, you know, you looking for something to not sparkle, but something to enhance the flavor of your meat, you know, something natural that can enhance the flavor, the taste of your food. This is it. Yeah, this is it. You know, you can be creative, you can add some funkiness to it, you know. I have plenty of olive oil. Maybe I can make some sumac paste, you know. Yeah. What happens if people don't harvest them? Well, what's gonna happen? The birds of the sky are gonna eat them. You know, they can last quite a long time. You know, even in bad weather, they'll still be around. So that makes food for the birds and stuff like that. So, yeah. You see? some of them animals begun to eat them. So I'm going to throw that one away. Yeah. So that's part of the challenge. Let me see. There are some beautiful ones there. I don't know. Yeah, maybe if I can I get. How am I gonna get in there? Hold on. Oh man, did you guys see that one there? Oh, what a beauty. I'll get whatever I can get, and the island here is full of sumac. Yeah. If you have a diet, you know, like if you wanna like do a diet, you can actually sprinkle that on your bread or your stuff, you know, butter, just simple butter and the sumac powder makes it extremely interesting. When it comes to food, be creative, you know, don't be afraid. You just try a little batch, not too much, and then yeah, I must be careful. You see some of them ants or whatever begun using them, so I have to get one that's fresh. Look at that beauty. Wow. Yeah. Okay. That's beautiful. Yeah. I would like to get enough to fill at least a big container, because once it's dried up, it's not that big anymore, you know. It's very light, very delicate, you know. You need a lot to make a decent container. Yeah. So let's try to. Oh, look at that beautiful handful of sumac. Wow. It's beautiful. It's still taking long, you know, because I'm by myself, and you know, so to accelerate the process, I have no choice. I'm gonna have to stop the video and go with 2 hands. Yeah. All right. Yeah, I need to speed it up, guys. Yeah, well, I know for a fact that many of you are in doubt, and you're saying to yourself, that's a fraud, that's not a fruit. We would like to see him eat it. That's probably poison. That's a fruit, guys. You know, not many people knows about it, but that's really a fruit. And you would like to see me take a bite like this? Yeah. It's all right. That's interesting. Yeah. It I'm guessing once it's baked, it will give you a different flavor. It's got a bit of acidity in it. You know, I have no hard time believing that this is perfect for me. So I'm gonna go home, oven bake it, and then tell you more about the taste and the level of acidity of it. Okay guys, I'm home now, and I think I have enough you know, yeah, I'll make a batch of spices, and we'll try some sumac tea as well. So for the tea, I'm just gonna use two. Two should be more than good. Yeah, these two are big enough. So for tea, so I'm gonna rinse it out, okay? And I don't know if two is enough, maybe two or three. So I don't want it to be too strong, so maybe two is just fine, or three maybe. Let's go with two, since it's natural. You know, things that are natural usually maybe you need more, but let's see. So here we go, guys. I throw in two. So this is your choice. You can either have this and as hot tea or cold tea. So that's your choice. I didn't put too much water. It's just to try. So yeah, we should be more than good. Yeah. I am wondering if I should just like peel it off or boil it as it is. You know, like peel it off like this. You know. I'm wondering, yeah. Let's do that. Yeah, so one by one, like this. You take it off. It's like a corn almost, you know. Look. Yeah. The natives, they know all about it, guys. It's really the city people who are not interested in learning and knowing what's around them, but I guarantee you the native, they know all about it, and they're probably the one who have shown it to the foreigners, you know, that they could make tea and maybe some kind of medicine with it. So yeah, it's boiling. So I'm gonna let it boil. So that's how you would make tea, and I hope two pieces were good enough to give it a taste or something. You know what? I'm gonna play it safe to make sure that it's really gonna taste something. I'm gonna throw in three. Okay? Yeah. You see? It's easy, easy, easy. Yeah. And guys, it's free. Yeah. You know, not many people, you know, even know that this was eatable. I mean, yeah, edible. Yeah. And clean this. So now the seeds, the berries are boiling. With a spoon I can stir it up. You know, mix it up well. Yeah. Yeah. So this would be the tea. So what I'm proposing you, I suggest we try it with sugar and without sugar. So we should try it without sugar first, and then with sugar, you know. So it should be like ready. I'm gonna let it sit, you know. Maybe I could let it boil 2 more minutes, you know, so we really covered everything, there's nothing missing, or it's too quick or whatever. We brought it to a boiling point, so it should, if it's not ready now in terms of fragrance and taste, it will never be. So okay guys, I'm going to prepare the batch for the oven. So I'm going to fill up this tray. I chose to use a flat tray, this way everything is going to be evenly baked, you know, so even though you know what you're doing, it still takes time, you know, it's involves some work. And I am hoping that, you know, once baked, the flavor, the fragrance of the wild berries, the sumac berries will like show. So, yeah. Knowledge, it is a big thing, guys. Yeah. I can tell you this much, if more people know about it, I wouldn't find this much wild berries there, like just waiting for me, free. Yeah, I was able to get some like good ones. You might run into some insects because they're berries, but it's gonna be oven baked, so you know, yeah. So as for the tea, I'm letting it cool down, and then we're gonna see. It's very spongy, it's very velvet, feels and touch like, you know. She-O blue velvet. Yeah, it's feeling like velvet. It's really, that's really an unknown fruit, really, you know. Of course, guys, you understand things that are not artificially manipulated, have less sugar, less this, less that, except for antioxidants. The wild berries are like full of it. But its level of sugar is different because it's all natural. It's very spongy, guys. Yeah. You can see it's harvest time because it's packed with. Once you start to hit rain and after rain, it will lose its flavor. Yeah, the sumac is not water friendly. So how much can the tray hold? Yeah. It's like broccoli, but different. You would handle broccoli like pretty much the same way, you know. So how long we're gonna oven bake? Just 10 minutes, 12 minutes. I'm guessing the bigger the batch is, the longer that you have to, you know, like bake it. I'm gonna make sure that we have a full platter, because after you blend it, it's gonna become like powder almost, you know. To blend it now would make no sense. It's wet. We would not get what we want. We want to make this a seasoning, so we have to bake it first. Then after, just like most seasoning, you're gonna blend it and then make it to your liking. And the platter is filling up, guys. Yeah. Okay. It's coming good. I didn't want to air fry this thing. Hold on. Yeah, I didn't want to air fry this thing because you know, air fry is done by ventilation, and this thing here can be volatile once dry. With it wouldn't make that's not made for air dry, so I'm gonna use a conventional oven to do it. Alright, it's coming along good. It looks a lot, but once dry, is it gonna be like a lot or just enough for just one small container? There's lots of things that we're gonna find out. One thing you guys know for sure is that I'm not a coward, because I ate one before you, you know, and I'm still here, still kicking. All right, and should I add more or go with this? That's very colorful, guys. Yeah. Look, it's so colorful. It's beautiful. All right. Maybe we have enough, I don't know. Yeah, you know what, guys, maybe we should go with that. That's a full platter, and we shall see. If it shrinks down a lot, then we know how much to put on the platter next time. All right. I will give you the conclusion of this. If it's not good, if it doesn't live up the expectations, I'm gonna let you know. I think we're good, man. Yeah, we're good. It's pointless. Yeah, it's pointless to have more. Yeah, that's legit. Okay, guys, this is time to put on the test, sumac tea, raw, no sugar, no nothing. Okay, so that's what it looks like after you boil it. So it's very spongy, very velvet. I took a glass like this. It's just to see, okay? All right. So that's the color of it. All right. Yeah. So I threw in 3 and the pot. Is that too much? I don't know. Um, could I add like a bit more water? Maybe. So to find out the truth, this needs no sugar, no nothing to know exactly if boiling makes it a king or winner. So this on top floating, you can use a spoon to remove them or a strainer. Okay, but now it's just to try. So yes, I know what to do. It's just I let it sit for 5 minutes. So if you use a strainer, you're not gonna have problem like this. The reason why it's important to me to not add sugar, because if you add sugar, then you want to know exactly what this thing really tastes like. Okay, let's give it a try. It lives up to the expectations. It's got that bitterness. Hmm. Uh, what can I compare this to? Hmm. Boiling it makes it, when I chew it, I didn't have that boom, that explosion of flavors of, uh, it's not bitterness, it's not acidity. It's got that flavor that's a mix of acidity and bitterness, but nothing to knock you out. Um, hmm. However, the taste of it, I find it interesting. Hey, you know something like this is probably good for your body. Okay, so some people would add honey or sugar or whatever to it. If you let it cool down, or if you put it in the refrigerator, this can become like a drink. Um, you know, it's got antioxidant in it, so that's the part that I welcome. That it's not vinegar because my stomach is not bothering me, but in your mouth it's got that funkiness, not like oranges, but yeah, its true nature comes to life when you boil it. I would be disappointed. So was three three pieces too much? No, it's just right. How strong this is. If I would add water to that batch that which was already been boiled, would that still get something? Maybe. There are so many things I wanna try and see. If I would put sugar in this, would that bother me? No, not at all. Honey? No, not at all. So that is one interesting wild berries that's in everyone's face. But it seems like only people in the Middle East and the natives, the American natives, are the one who knows about it. Yeah, yeah, it's frustrating because where are we going? There are so many things which are totally free around us, but nobody knows about them. Nobody knows about them. Because, yeah, we know we're not going to get lost on an island or in the woods or whatever because we have GPS, we have all kinds of stuff to bail us out, get us out of troubles. But my feelings tells me that if I would pay this at the store, I would pay not below $10 for a batch for my tea. It's natural. There's no nothing added, no chemicals, no nothing, nothing, and it's packed with flavors. Yeah, it's got that unique taste. It's like it will wake you up. Um, Not offensive, interesting. And the good news is, I didn't know once you boil it how it's going to come out. Is it going to be flat? Because when I threw it, that punch wasn't there, guys. You know, when I threw a raw piece of sumac, you know, staghorn sumac, that's the full name of it. When I threw a piece of sumac, it was okay, but the flavorness wasn't there. So I am really hoping that um, the the baked sumac will also reveal its flavor, its fragrance, because in the tea you have it 100%. Yeah, and actually, um, if you want to put sugar, that's really gonna be up to you. But knowing that it's got things in it to help our body makes me feel that I can go like this or with honey, maybe. Um, of course, once you're ready to do your things, you're gonna get a small strainer to get the seed out, you know. Or you just do like me, you just get a spoon, big deal. I still finished it and I'm still, now something like this, you can make a pitcher of juice with this, with sugar and whatever. Yeah, I am thinking that kind of wild fruits unknown to most human beings, you can allow yourself to be very, very creative. My expectations for the baking one would be the bake one, sorry, would be for it to pack a punch so you can sprinkle it on ice cream on your meat. You add less salt and you have this to give it that mojo, that funkiness, that seasoning, that zestiness. If the big one carries that same thing. This is out of this world. Yeah, yeah. The tea thus far, I don't see what can actually get close to it, to that, because yeah, it has revealed itself. The fruits just explode in your mouth. Every time you drink it, it's like you're trying to match it with something that you have tasted before. I'm trying, you know. Is it something in Asia? I have to think about it. But it was in America. It's something, something I tasted in foreign country. It's got to be in Asia because it's not in America, not in the Sunshine States. No way, no how. Not in Canada. No way, no how. So where? The Vietnam could have some funky leaves and stuff like that that are just amazing, that will make you digest and do everything that your body needs to do with leaves and vegetables and natural stuff only. So the teas, I'm giving a thumbs up to the sumac tea. Yeah, look. So that's why, I was thinking, could I add more water and it would still be strong? I have enough for another glass, no problem. It's just the velvet texture of this thing. Look, guys, it's very bulky. Yeah, it's still very bulky. See? It swell up. You see? It kind of like swell up. After boiling, it swell up. Does it have some life in it still? If I would add more water, I am willing to test, to check it out. So this is 10:10, and now all that I'm waiting for is the baked sumac, and we'll see once baked, once after I blend it, is it gonna have that great flavor. It's neither lemon, neither vinegar. It's a cross. It's got its uniqueness. So, and it is not offensive to your mouth. Some stuff you like, you don't want to touch it, and not this one. It does have that particular taste, its own unique way of saying hi to you, but it is not offensive, zero, zip at all. So that's like two thumbs up for the staghorn sumac. Yeah, you see how bloated it becomes after you boil it, and it keeps taste that velvetness of it. So yeah, that's a pleasant surprise, and no, I don't mind to have a liter of staghorn sumac as my drink. Like 1 liter. I leave it in the fridge. You know, um, okay, I can see it. Now I'm talking, it's still there. So it's not leaving you right away. So that's interesting. You have that little, the air, it's kind of like, it's sweet, not sweet, but yeah, it did not leave me. Yeah, it's still there with me. Interesting. Yeah. And well, it would be like the equivalent of, ginger have its own thing, so that's one type. Ginger have its funkiness, and the sumac, the staghorn sumac, has its own twist. They're, like different. You can have a glass non-stop, but I doubt it. I doubt that you would have one glass of ginger, boiled ginger, non-stop. So if you want to know where to stand, so that's or not offensive. Staghorn sumac is. So let's wait and let's find out about the rest of the batch. So that's my batch, still cooking. Guys, the good news is, as soon as I open the oven door, I can smell the fragrance of the staghorn sumac. You know what I just tasted? It smelled like that. So that's good news. It's still wet. Yeah, it's still wet. So that stuff, yeah, I think it's gonna need a bit of more time to dry. So I'm gonna close the oven and come back later. All right, guys, this is the final product. After I baked it, it's still very soft and spongy. Okay, so our question were, would it keep his zestiness? Okay, so it's very fluffy. It's velvet still. It's very soft and gentle. I only took a small part, a small batch, and blended. Okay, just a small batch. Now we want to know, the tea was excellent. It brings out exactly the unexpected, the zestiness, the acidity and lemony taste of it was there and not offensive. So would this work well on meat, fish, or chicken? I'm gonna take a look. You guys see it? Okay. It's velvet. So it's got that brownish color after I've baked it in the oven. So I'm gonna take 1 spoon like this, and this should tell us if this is on fish or any kind of meat. Will it enhance or bring out the flavor or do anything? It's got some seed in it. Not offensive. It's got that zestiness, that acidity, that twist factor is there, guys. Amazing. Yeah, it's there. I didn't take baking, but I will show the secret with you. I'm going to show you which baking is working, because I wasn't too familiar with those berries. So a part of the batch is overcooked, and the one that's overcooked, it's just burnt, man. There's nothing that you can do with it. My feelings were telling me that pick the one in the middle where it's kind of like still, you could still see colors, it's not burnt. So I said, let me grab a handful of it and blend it, see how it comes out, and it's fantastic. Maybe I'm going to do one and keep it like semi-roast, just to see, but this one does bring acidity, zestiness as promised. And once that you're done, it's like now there's a sweetness of it. The bitterness, the funkiness, the zestiness, the acidity, and once that you're done, it's like there's a sweet taste that stays in your mouth. That's I don't know what to say. Wow, and it's free. Wow, um, I'm happy. I'm gonna make a big container and save it. I did not need no strainer because it's velvet. You want to see? Look, I don't want look. Do you see? Even if I do this, look, there's nothing. Look. You see, even if I do this, it's so velvet, it's so fluffy that look. So no, you don't need a strainer for that. Interesting. Wow. This planet doesn't seems to doesn't cease to amaze us because you think you know there are things right before you, and they're amazing, but you don't know about them until one day you try. Yeah, until now, some people are kind of like hesitant. They're hesitant. They don't know should I, but I am telling you now, my mouth is sweet, not sweet like sugar or honey, but you have a nice feeling of something light, sweet light. Yeah. This is amazing. Yeah. Wow. I'm gonna give this a thumbs up, guys. Yeah. Wow. That thing is good, man. Yeah. Um, yeah. I promise to show you which batch is bad not to do. Okay, so there's no more secret. You can go out there and do your own and probably do it even better than me because now you know what to look at for what not to do. Okay, hold on. So this is the batch. Okay, guys, as you can see, the batch, some of it are not overcooked but are darker. Okay, you can see. I gave you plenty of light so you can see. So which part do you guys think that's still zesty, still funky, good to put on your meat, your food, good to even add on your ice cream? Yes, you can put that on your ice cream. That zestiness, that funkiness of it, yes, you can. So the good part, what's good is this, okay? Those that are pink, I made some mistakes, but hey, I can do it again. I am learning. I suffered some losses, all right? So this is not good. Don't get it too dark like this. So whatever's like yellowish or reddish like this, it's still good, okay? So I can actually make a batch with this one here. All right, so that's burnt. You see that's burnt. You can do nothing, but this is still good. Yeah, this is still good. Yeah. What I could try is to not bake it for too long and see what kind of texture, what kind of stuff that we are getting. Okay, so this is the metal is still good. When you do yours, if you want to try, okay, you're gonna have to monitor the baking, like from time to time you check and and do like me, after 15 minutes you can try one batch and see what happens. If you like it, if there's zestiness, to get the zestiness, it needs to be, the reddish still needs to be around. Like this, there's no more nothing. It's completely burnt. Okay, there's no more flavor left than those burns one. but I put so much in the tray that on the tray that the middle kind of like self-protected, was not the heat was not able to get penetrate the middle, so that's why I'm able to salvage 2 batches. But as you know, things like that have two sides of it. Maybe, I'm not an expert, maybe that could be one version, and you have a version where it's slightly cooked, but you get a different taste. And maybe it would apply better to chicken, or maybe better to fish, upon the kind of flesh that you're having, or the meat that you're having. Some needs light seasoning, some needs stronger, so that's why it's not completely a total loss, because you can have a different version of your spices. And after eating it, I am talking to you guys and it's still there in my mouth. Yeah, it's like it's sweet. That's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah. Yeah, it's once baked, it tastes just like the tea. Very, very funky, very, very zesty. I like it. So the blending process is very simple. Whatever the kind of blender that you have, you just put them, after you bake them, you put them in a blender. Do it until it's dry. Do you guys see the quality of the grinding? Look, it's grind evenly. All right, look, like this. This is ready to be poured out on ice cream, whatever, fish, meat, or even a scoop in your mouth. Yeah. This is the sumac is legendary, guys. I am telling you, this is really a learning channel, because we are way out of things that we usually do. I'm coming with something so unusual, but so real and so beneficial to us human beings. All right, guys. Once that you have baked your sumac, okay. So your staghorn sumac, once you baked it, you get a clean container. All right, and then you just fill it up. You make sure the container is dry, it's clean, it's got a lid, and then that's it. 1 scoop at a time. And you have seasoning you have spices for all year round. And don't forget, we're in July, so you can still gather some until late August. If it doesn't rain too much, nothing is stopping you. You get your containers at the dollar store, where they don't need this much, So, you know what? I am thinking I would probably like to maybe bake some catfish coated with with sumac to see how it's going to come out. You know, I would still put salt and stuff like that, but this is something I would like to do. You know, let's clean this mess like this. So 2 batches blended, 2 handfuls give me half a container. Okay, my idea is I'm gonna make some catfish and coated the fillet and sumac. I want to see how everything is going to taste like, and I'm going to air fry. But for this thing here, it was very educational, because that's fruit that not many people knows about, and it doesn't look friendly, but it is friendly. It's just, you know, our way of living. Life has become so much easy in some part of the world that people just stop looking. Period. That's it. People just stop looking. Because the need is not there. No one is going to go hunting if they don't need to. So, you know, just put the lid, and that's it. You have your spices. I think that's the kind of spices that you can be creative. This, if you would add some olive oil, not to this container, but you can take a batch and you mix it with olive oil and other stuff and create something new, and see the flavors just like burst and getting all over the place. You know, there are many possibilities you guys can do with sumac. I am telling you, if you are not sure about what you are doing, if after watching this show you still cannot recognize staghorn sumac, then I suggest that you don't touch, because I don't want you to get something that you thought was sumac and it is not, and then, you know, you must know what you're doing. This is that is a fruit that's very easy to recognize. You know, you can take a picture. It's very, very easy to recognize. Those who are poisonous have nothing to do with this one. Okay, these are berries. Okay, if you are not sure about what you are doing, then please don't do it. Okay, but if you have someone who can help you, this is free spices. I think you should do it. If you have kids, you have many people in your home, you can create some amazing recipes with this, and it is free. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I have never lied. I said that my channel also was very educational minded, and that's why I'm not afraid to do things that I usually don't do and get something that no one is talking about. So this is your sumac, and to me, if your kids are drinking too much juice, you can go get a huge batch of sumac and you put sugar in it, and then you have free juice. Yeah, it's not offensive to the mouth, so your kids will love it. You know, you can have a huge batch. Instead of like buying one container for $3-4, you can make huge liters after liters. It's going to cost you less. 2 kilos of sugars, it's what, $3-4? You can make liters of that. You know, there are certainly some sumac plants trees around your city. I'm not going to say your neighborhood, but around your city, and national parks. Some of the parks where you can drive through, if you look for sumac, you will see them there for sure. Yes, they have, guaranteed, and it's good for you. I hope you enjoyed the video. You learned something. I learned a lot today about that wild berries. I hope you did too. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Encourage your friends to follow the channels, because we really deliver stuff that are, like, useful to people, so you guys do something for me. As usual, you take care.